Hey guys, this is Liz coming to you live. I'm going to come live and talk to you a bit about grocery shopping and your grocery lists. We're getting ready to start that, phase 2 and start our new challenge again. So I just wanted to give you a couple pointers on what I do and what I think works best. So grocery shopping and your meal plans and anything to do with food is probably the hardest part when it comes to doing any one of the challenges. And I'm sure you guys can all attest to that, is that nutrition is really hard and food is hard, but it's the way that we go about it that's going to make it a lot easier. So again, I love to grocery shop. I can spend so much money on food and that's completely okay with me. The one thing that you want to do is definitely not go, for tip number 1, is not go to the grocery store on an empty stomach. And that should kind of be a given to you right there, because we're hungry. Everything looks good. Everything smells good. Your stomach, you just don't go to the store on an empty stomach. Definitely have your shake with you, or have a snack to be, or grab something healthy. That's the main part. So number 2 is going to be, well, make a list, first of all. So according to the meal plans that we're doing, which you should be doing as well, any one of the Beachbody programs does have a meal plan that you should follow to get the great results. So 80-day obsession or 21-day fix, whatever you are doing, it's going to have a meal plan, and I suggest that you follow that. So buy what's on your meal plan. Write that list out. They give this list on which veggies, which fruits, which proteins, and so forth. So make sure that you're writing a list out, because that's going to let you know, hey, I need to check this off, and did I get it? A lot of the times that's one thing, is like, what are you buying? What is it that you're going with? Make sure you have a list and not just buy whatever whatever you want. So just make sure it's on that grocery, or make sure it's on that meal plan and you follow that. So step number 3 is what I definitely push a lot for, when I'm telling any one of my challengers or anybody else, is think about it. The first thing you do is when you go to a grocery store, you want to go on the outside aisles first, or not even the aisles, but the outside of the grocery store. So first thing I do is I hit the produce. The produce is right there, and I want to make sure that I get my vegetables, my fruits, everything that I need that's going to help me with any one of my meals, whether it's a salad, whether it's a stew, whether it's chicken and broccoli, whatever the case may be. Then I hit the protein aisle, which is your meats. I get my shrimp, I get turkey, I get whatever it is that I need for that protein, I get on the outside aisles. A lot of the times, I like to go in different stages. So a lot of the, our aisles have that processed food, which we definitely don't want. And I know it's kind of hard. That's why you should not go on an empty stomach. So another thing that I hit is, I don't like to have bland food. I definitely use Flavor God seasoning. If you haven't had that, that's probably one of my number 1 things that I use is Flavor God seasoning. I use avocado oils for my healthy fats, or extra virgin olive oil. I use spices. So hit that up. And sometimes it can be a little bit pricey to have those oils and those spices. So kind of slow, don't go all out and get everything at the same time. So kind of invest in your spices, because yes, they are expensive, but they're also going to make your food not taste so bland, and you're going to have more appreciation for, making your food taste better. Again, the next aisle is probably like the peanut butter, whatever you're using. I use PB2, and I get that from Amazon or Groupon, whatever works for you. I just think it mixes a lot nicer. And it tastes really good. So with that being said, every aisle is going to be different. I know that I hit up the, I go by through the cereals because my daughter eats cereal, but just think about that. Don't, ignore the sweets, ignore those impulse items because you're hungry. There's ways around it. Peanut butter and toast with banana and honey. That's something that's sweet if you're craving something sweet, or do another thing of Shakeology. The thing too is, if you're going to the grocery store or Costco is perfect because it has some of the best produce, and it has in bulk. So that's the thing that I do, is I like to buy in bulk. I buy the brown rice, I buy the quinoa mix, anything that I can use, the kale, because I can go through kale pretty fast. But when buying in bulk, you don't want to overbuy and you're not going to use it. So think about that when you're purchasing your broccoli. You don't want to have a bunch of broccoli in the fridge and let it go bad. Make sure you're using it and you're portioning it out, and it's going to what's with your meal plan. Again, I buy my rice, I buy my eggs, I buy the almond milk in bulk there because we do go through a lot of almond milk. My daughter, none of us drink milk. I think that's, that's entirely up to you on what you want to use for your Shakeology, but I use the unsweetened almond milk, and that comes in the packages, which is really good to have. Another thing too is when a lot of the times people think that they don't have time to make anything, they don't have time for snacks. Maybe, again, think about putting that 6-pack bag or that lunch bag that's going to carry a lot more food, especially for this time nutrition that we are doing. So that way you have more space for more food and you plan that out. That's another way that you're not going to miss out on the opportunity to eat when you need to. So the easy items that I suggest getting are those packets of tuna, which are, again, in one of the aisles. So not every aisle is processed, but I definitely buy those packages of tuna. Sometimes on a good day you can get them for $1. And I go to town on those. They have a lot of great flavors, the jalapeno, the hickory barbecue. They have the sweet chili and Thai. I can keep going on, but that's pretty easy, and that's not going to take you a million years to open or to find anything. Get yourself some plastic spoons at the same time, or forks and everything else, so that way it's handy for you and you can throw away, easy access, all of the above. All you got to do is open it, eat it, boom, there's your protein for that. I also buy that imitation crab meat or lobster meat, and it works really well in salads. That's going to probably be the easiest thing, is to make salad and just throw a bunch of veggies, maybe some beans, garbanzo beans, anything that you can just kind of mix together and make a salad and go, and that's not going to take a bunch of time. I suggest you do that as well. For those easy Adams snacks, I get the baby cocktail cucumbers from Costco, and I chop them up, and they fit so perfect in my green container. I love it. I get the tomatoes. I get just a bunch of veggies, because you can never overdo a bunch of veggies. If anything, I would suggest eating more veggies than the fruit, but again, maintain your meal plan the way that it needs to be. Get your nuts for those healthy fats. Make sure you're filling up your containers. You need your fruit. Try to go more, grapes are going to have more sugar, so are bananas, but I'm a banana person. I like it with my Shakeology. So think about those easy things that you can take for snacks and for your, what you need to do for your meals. And again, just ignore the sweets. But think about it, just don't overdo anything. Have a plan. Just like we have to have a plan when we work out, you have to have a plan when you're buying food, because it could go completely haywire and you're just like, this sounds good, I need these chips, and so forth. Think about making those overnight oats, so that way you have that breakfast in the morning. Think about that, making sure you have yogurt, your hummus. Just plan it out completely, and then you're going to find a routine that falls, pretty in line with what you're doing and how you want it to go. It's pretty self-explanatory, but, make sure you're hitting that outside aisle before anything, and get containers. That's part of a grocery list. If you don't have containers for meal planning, that's going to go a little bit easier, so that way, boom, it's all separated for you and you have it. Focus on drinking a lot of water. If you have to put that on the list, or LaCroix, I never say it right, but those are really great if you want something other than water to sustain you through the day. Again, packets of Energize, you can buy those online. Just anything that's going to be easy for you not to fail. So you have to plan in order not to fail. And if you fail to plan, then it's not going to work out, right? So definitely, I hope that this helps. These are some of the things that I do, but the biggest thing is eat before you go, make a list, and go on the outside aisles first, because that's going to be your biggest opportunity to grab more fruit, more veggies, and go from there. If you have any questions, just let us know, but I look forward to the second round or any program that we're doing. So good luck with everything, and we got this. Thanks.